Ho, ho, ho. It is time for class. And I'm having trouble with my second camera, but I couldn't wait any longer. So I hope that you are happy and ready to make some fun gift card holders. I've got to try to do this one more time. I know it was going well, and then it wasn't. Our internet is sketchy. We have had quite the storms today, and we're not done. So I don't know what to do with this. Let me try it again. But welcome. Say hello when you get here. Let me know where you're from. My name is Cheryl Wright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from snowy northeastern Montana. And all it's letting me do is, is get the weather on my phone. Wow. This is crazy. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to let you guys just sit out there in no man's land for any longer. All right. This is not working. Let me try it old school. So, Arlington, Washington. Hi, Lorley. And Anna, I believe, is from Florida. Is that right? Oh, I forget sometimes, especially when I'm stressed because my plan is not working. My logging in. I use Apple products, so I usually can copy and paste from my Mac to my phone. And hey, I got it right. Yay! And today it is not working, but there is so much crud in the air that who knows what's scrambling our signal today. I got it. So it will be only a moment. Oh, and I need to do, yeah. I thought, oh, I can do this in 30 seconds when I started the countdown, and then it didn't go. So I need to do this too. All right. We are getting there, people. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Shirley. How are things going in your part of the world? Have you had any snow today? I swear the flakes were this big this morning. They were coming down in snowballs. All the flooding in Washington, yeah, northwestern Montana. Just a second, I have to disturb you for a minute. Northwestern Montana in the mountains. They have horrible flooding over there too. There, no streaks. I tell you, I don't know about this 5 o'clock time. I'm usually not here until 7 o'clock. I was supposed to have the grandkids tonight, but they canceled. Okay, now I can talk. I forgot. I have to do it all on my phone. So I think we're good to go. Oh, maybe not. All right. I tell ya, my son lost power today. We lost power twice. My son lost it for a long time, had to have the power company come out. It's just been quite the day. And we were all out shoveling all the snow we could so that when the freezing rain hit, like now, it's freezing rain, that there was less. Yeah. So we have all kinds of people here tonight. Kansas, New Brunswick, Canada. Karen, wow. Had the day off from work, but spent most of the day shoveling snow. Yep, I hear you. That was Shirley. Yeah, lots of friends tonight. Good deal. All right. So, a couple quick blips, I'll share the blips with you. Free shipping is still happening. Let me get my other camera going because I got it connected, right? All right. and you are crafting with me tonight. I know sometimes you get to do that, and sometimes I have everything prepped. I have all the ideas, but I don't have a lot prepped. So it's crafting with me tonight and just hanging out. That's what you get on snowy Montana days, 2 hours early. Okay, so free shipping lasts through tomorrow. If you are a demonstrator, you might want to check and see if you need any money for your quarterly minimum. If you're not a demonstrator, you just get to enjoy free shipping, and the minimum order on this is $75 for the free shipping. It is not guaranteed for Christmas, but you can have late Christmas. Christmas lasts for 12 days after Christmas, right? Anyway, you can get the product of the month. Now, I thought I'd have my product of the month by now, but my product of the month is coming on the slow train. It's all that holiday stuff. So tonight, our focus is on gift card holders. I'm going to show a couple of them to you right now that I'm not doing tonight, but this is one that I did in the past that I'm just going to show you really quick. This is one that is fairly simple, and it opens this way. I've also seen it where this piece is glued down here, and so you have the flaps opening. So you have this flap opening here and this flap opening here. But this is a gift card holder that I made for Father's Day that I didn't use. So that is one that I have shared with you several times. It has been a mystery stamping project. So I thought, they don't need to see that tonight. They can see some new stuff. So I got a couple swaps out. These are some of the ones I got when I was in St. George at the retreat that I attended after I went to the Backstage conference. So this is not really, and this is from Rosemary Gonzalez. Anyway, this is not really a gift card holder, but I decided if you have the little gingerbread man, he comes out, and then you could write in there, but you could put the gift card in there, and then add him on top, and ta-da! It becomes a gift card holder. Okay, so there's that one, and this is just 5.5. It's just standard card, and then they just folded up the bottom 2 inches. So that is, and then this slides in and out. So that is a fun one that can be used as a gift card holder. I don't know if that's what she intended, but it works that way. And then my last one that I'm just going to share with you that I've kind of sort of done before. So it is one. Oh, I need to push that guy down. So if you do that, make sure the hat fits. There you go. And this is one we've kind of done before. This is from Celine Kempton. And then we'll get started. I thought I would just get these out and show them to you. So this one, you just fold back that extra piece. And since it's monochromatic, I didn't even know it was a gift card holder until I opened it. And then she just punched the edge. So when the gift card goes in there, it just holds. All right. So who has their shopping done? I don't. I was supposed to go out of town tomorrow, but our trip is on the fence. How's that? I was going to go get some of my Christmas shopping done and help my future daughter-in-law, not help, but go with my future daughter-in-law when she was looking at wedding dresses. It was going to be a great weekend. It still might be. All right, I'm putting those aside. So you can make anything into a gift card holder. Any card you have, all you have to do is make sure that you leave about whatever your adhesive. So about 1/4 inch. So this is about 3 1/4. If you go this way, so you'd have to go 4. If you went 4, you'd be safe. Or if you went this way, if you went about 2 1/2, 2 3/4 would be the best. So you can make anything into a gift card holder. So in no particular order, I had a little tiny sticky note. Oh, that was not good. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a little tiny. Maybe it's a purple sticky note. It's not a little tiny one. I started with a little tiny one and thought better of it. So we are just running with these. I have some products. Some are on the way out. Some of them are gone, and we're just going to have some fun with whatever we have. And if I find out later that something was gone before when I showed it, I apologize, but I know you probably can't order any of this stuff unless you overnight it or 2-day ship it. So I have a feeling you're just going to be using stuff that you have on hand. So this is due back in stock tomorrow. Let me rephrase that. This is due back in stock on the 15th, Monday-ish. But with all the weather, who knows if it's going to make it or not. All right. So we're going to start off with some of this green gingham. And this is from the Christmas tags and more. I will try. And we're going to start with, it tells me it is garden green. I got all my Christmas colors out front of my DSP. Not my DSP, my cardstock. Oh, that flustered me when I was unable to log in on my phone. Silly phone. Let me see here. You know what? I had this unplugged. Oh, nope. All right. All the lights are on. Okay. So we're gonna do 8 inches by 3 and 8 inches by 3 1/4. So 8 inches by 3 1/4. This is 11, so I'm going to chop off 3. Double check to make sure I did the math right. Oh, baby, I did. Okay, and then this is going to be 3 1/4. All right. My scoring blade is not the best, but we're going to give it a shot. So then we're going to score it at 1/2 inch on the long sides, on both of them. 1/2 inch on the long sides. And then we're going to score it at, I can't even read it, 4 inches this way. Okay. Hey, it scored well. Maybe it's my other trimmer that I know I can get extra trimmer blades or extra scoring blades, but oh, I forgot to keep it up. And then the designer series paper needs to be 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So 2 1/4, I'm going to go 3 1/4, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. We're going to set this aside. I'm going to try to make things go relatively quickly for you today. So we're going to fold these over. And then we're going to get some snips. I wish Stampin' Up would bring back their snips. I think Stampin' Up wishes they would bring back their snips too. So we're going to snip at an angle these two pieces, these two, and the same thing here. Snip at an angle. But you can use any paper you want with these. If you have gift cards to gift. All right. I'm just trimming on that score line. There we go. Oh, you'll have to stay till the end. I have a grand finale gift card holder. And if you subscribe to my email, I am going to do a special tutorial and it will be the free tutorial next week. So you need to subscribe to my emails. It is craftwithcheryl.com, and you can subscribe to my email from there. All right, now we're going to pull this up, and we're just making a little envelope like so. I'm going to take some Stampin' Seal Plus, and it didn't start off for me, so the last one I'm going to do is a little more detailed, but it's worth it. And then you just close it up. Okay. So that's the little pocket. Did I do that measurement right? You know what? I'm going to leave it. I could take it over a little bit, but just throw that little piece of paper in the trash anyway. So we're going to leave it. We're going to go with that. You know what? As long as I have this out, we may as well just go for it. And I did put it so that the seam is toward the back. I do like the fact that the Stampin' Seal Plus, even though it's stronger, it comes up a little easier for a brief period of time. All right, there we have that. We're going to take a punch. Oh, I'm not that good. We're going to take a regular size punch, and we're going to punch a hole in the top, kind of sort of in the middle, as best you can. All right. Then this is some of, I'm mixing patterns, but what else? We'll pretend like we're quilters. Okay, we'll need the ribbon in a second. Let me finish decorating this. We're going to cheat. We're going to cheat, and we're going to use some of these awesome punch outs. So it's a plaid. Like I said, I usually put them on the opposite side of my cardboard. So let me see. Do we like the bells? Ooh, I do like the bells. I do like the bells. All right, we're going to go with the bells. And before I get too far, I think we have a to from stamp that I can find quickly, if I'm not mistaken. But I need to leave you briefly. Do we want to put that? Nope. Too busy. Busy. All right, I have to leave you for 2 seconds. I remembered we got a new to friend stamp, because we didn't have one before. I think it's on one of the new stamp sets. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's there, but I don't have it. Nope, I don't have it. I don't think I have it on any of these others either that I grabbed. Oh, I do have a to from. Oh, look at this little guy right there. To from. This is a little cheer. I know it's on the last chance. So get it while you can. All right. Let's see here. I'm just going to reach into the bucket of extra dies that we keep. Try Festive Friends. Oh, there we go. Maybe Festive Friends. And this is just tiny. You know what we're going to do? I know. Don't cry when you see me do this. Too close together. Yes, I just cut my stamp apart. Do you cut your stamps apart too? Or is it just me? It just didn't need to be all squished together like that. There was no room to write on there. Okay, now I'm happy. I don't know that I have festive friends. I might. So now we have a cute little to from. And you know what? As long as we have this one out, those are bells. Yeah, we'll just let go. All right, we're going to put this on the back. I'm going to close this. And this is why my channel was originally called Crafting with Me, because you just get to craft along with me. But then somebody suggested I needed my name as a part of it, so then it became Craft with Cheryl. All right, now this piece is going to go on the front. I think I'm going to use some glue dots. I don't need it to pop too far, because if you're mass producing these for all the gifts you're giving, you want them to be relatively quick and easy. Except for the last one. The last one's going to be fantastic. You think I do have it, huh? Okay. Well, maybe I do. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is we need a very long piece of your ribbon. Maybe not that long. Maybe a little shorter, but not a lot. Okay, so that is 22 inches of ribbon, at least. I'm going to give myself another inch or two. This is the new chevron ribbon that is a part of the Hobby Haven suite that I shared with you the other night when I did my mystery stamping. Now, for the gift card, we're going to do this kind of funky. We're going to put this end in through this side and pull it. We're going to do both. Yeah, we're going to do both. We should have just gone through, Cheryl. All right, so now you have it through, but we're not just going to tie it. Where's my gift card? Oh, I put it away like a good girl. Okay, get your ends and then push this in. And it goes kind of deep, and that's okay. Because when they untie it and they pull it, then the gift card comes out. Ta-da! I can tell I'm having some issues with my internet. You know, my satellite signal is probably a little snow covered, but that's okay. So I'm going to put that back in and tie a bow on this side. And our first gift card holder is almost complete. And I didn't need those extra inches I gave myself. But we can do some bling. I might do some of these. These were from the Peace on Earth bundle. Oh, I lost my take your pick tool. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, there's that pencil I was looking for all last week. So these kind of look like snowflakes, snowflake flowers. Okay, put it there. I am going to put it there. There we go. So there is another gift card idea. And I'm going to trim those ends up. So it does not need to be that large. I thought that was kind of cool how that new chevron ribbon just worked wonderfully. There you have it. All right. Pretty fast too. You could mass produce these. Now, I'm going, and you don't even have to untie the bow to get the card out, but you're going to have extra ribbon. I need my card back, so I'm sneaking it out. And then we're just going to loof that back in there if we can, gently. Okay, we'll add it in there at the end if I need it for a picture. All right, so there's that one. All right, the next one I wanted to try or wanted to do involves the banner dies. So we're going to do one. We're going to use this paper. I have not used very much of this paper. And we're going to use cherry cobbler. Sure, cherry cobbler, I think. Or maybe real red. I don't know. We're going to use... Actually, I think we're going to use this piece that I already have chopped up. That works. Then I'm not chopping up a new one. This one will work better. Indecisive, indecisive. Oh, I just got a notification that freezing rain is starting in 2 minutes. Just what a person wanted to hear. All right. So this one is going to be the smaller banner. So I need to cut a piece of this paper that is about 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Lose my, oops. Now I'm throwing stuff around. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And it is not directional, so we're good. I'm just chopping the piece. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. And we're going to use, I think, is that cherry cobbler or is that real red? We can pull them both out and see which one we like. There's real red. And there's cherry cobbler. I'd say real red. Okay. And on this, we're going to need a big chunk of paper. We're just going to take one of those card bases because we want it folded anyway. And we're going to burnish it because we want a nice crisp edge. And Stampin' Up! Doesn't recommend doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. Because my die cut machine can handle it, right? All right. So let me push this into the camera a little bit more. Usually don't need to show you anything on here, but this time we're going to do. So this one is just lay it down and cut it out. So this one is a no-brainer. Okay. This next one is a brainer. You have to think about it. I chose 2 sizes up, and this is 3 3/4-ish by 4 3/4. So it's about the size of a card base, but it's a little bit smaller. What I'm going to do is this is the fold, and I'm going to put this up so you can barely see it through. You can barely see my plate through, so I do not want to cut the fold. So I'm going to grab a couple pieces of my tape. I threw one away because it was stuck to my shirt a little bit ago. All right. So because this is a straight line, it's going to really fight it going through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around so it can take that line last. And I'm going to tip it so that the line is not going to be going straight through the bar. That's a little tip. So angle it so it doesn't hit all at once. And my plates are getting so old, but they still work. So this first part's going to be relatively easy, but hold on anyway. And then, oh, look at that. Maybe it's because it didn't have to cut that big line through, but it worked great. I didn't even have to fight it. All right, I'm going to put this away. This to me maybe reminded me more of a grandma gift card. All right. Yeah, I'm going to put my elbow in that one. I haven't found a good place to put my pieces of tape to use them longer. All right. So there is the outside. Now we could go this way or we could go this way. We're going to go this way and keep it like this. This piece goes on here like this. I have my cute little gingerbread guy from the Country Hive helping me tonight. And his friend, the Joy ball glue holders. Love, love, love them. One was a gift from my friend Marion, and one was a gift to me from me. I'm not very good at not buying gifts for myself when I see something that's cute. All right, so we have that. I should have made, nope, I shouldn't have made. All right. Then let's figure out what stamp we're going to use. Actually, we're going to cheat. So if you've ever seen these are Greetings for All Mix and Match. And we are going to use Happy Christmas. These are so easy. And they don't want to go back in their packaging. That's okay. So Happy Christmas. Looks like we could probably use something underneath them. So this would work, I think. Maybe not. Poinsettia and the star work together. Kinda. Let's see. You can always say no. No, it does not, Cheryl. Oh. The white is fighting to come out. Oh, you know what? I have scrap. My brain is not firing. I don't want to do white on white. That's just wrong. Maybe. No. See, this is the craft with Cheryl part. You get to see all the decisions I make and see if you like them. We might just use a strip. Or I will find a piece in my stash. Or I will make a piece of my stash. There. So we're going to try this. See if we like it. Because of those almost look star-like. And then Happy Christmas. So, do you like that? Or let's see here. About 3 inches. And we'll kind of notch the ends. So that's one choice. Or so star, or, and I can make this skinnier, banner. Or something different. You can see what I have in my little thing of tricks. If I have any colors that match. I have a tree. I have white. I want white on white, Cheryl. That is our problem. Oh, I might like this. This is one of the other. Maybe that. What do you think of that? I think I like that best. I didn't even give you guys time to answer. I like that best. That looks very grandma-ish. All right, I am going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. If you ordered the mystery craft box, you should have gotten an email telling you when to expect it from the United States Postal Service. Unless you are Kim, who is local to me. She hopefully got hers today. I had to use Pony Express to get it to her because I didn't go to town because of the weather. Hi, Deb. Anyway, they should be arriving. I think most of them are going to arrive on Saturday. I will be sending you an email before then that have all the tutorials and all the fun stuff. I just don't want the spoiler to hit a lot sooner than the card or the kit. Not to figure out. I like the red flowers, but okay. Just going there. And then Happy Christmas. Just going to tack. I need a bigger tack than that. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And then I was going to grab, do I have any sparkles? Ooh, these would work. These are from the Strawberry Slush in Pretty in Pink. I think they're still current. If they're not, don't tell me. Actually, if you fall in love with them, let me know. I think I probably have some extras. So I didn't make a triangle. I'm supposed to make a visual triangle. So there we go. That is that one. But you're probably saying, but Cheryl, that's not a gift card holder. And what I should have done. So we're going to open this up. And we're going to take this piece. Let me see. Yep, that'll work good. All right. We're just going to take a piece of the same paper. And this is 3 1/4. We're going to go 3 1/4 by 2. And yeah, we're going to use tear and tape on this one. Oh, I got a lip. You know me, I don't like the lips. The little ridges that are annoying. Now, before I put that on, I am going to grab another one of my little squares. Maybe I have a little banner in here. That would be kind of cool. I do. It's a different one, but it would work. Okay, we're not going to use a little square. We're going to clean off our to from. So we're not using green this time. And we're going to do to from. We're going to do to from on this. I'm just going to use the black Memento. And of course, you could add a lot more if you wanted. This is from the Nested Essentials, and that is current. I know that one. The star is still current too. I was surprised that the star was still current. All right, get our card back in here. I think what I want to do now, I was thinking about putting this up here, putting this down here and this up here, but I'm afraid when you close it, then the gift card might fall out. So we're going back to plan A. I should have done that maybe that way. No, it's fine. All right, so this is going down here. I even got my Christmas nails on. Some of my Christmas nails. This is my first set. It will not make it till Christmas. Not with all the crafting and wrapping and everything I have to do still. So I'm going to go down low. There we have it. And then my to from is kind of messy, but it'll be fine. I don't know why it's stamped so bold. Probably because I had that juicy ink pad. So where's my gift card? I'm going to lose this by the end of the night. I do have another one. So the gift card. Ooh. It's kind of snug, but it works. There you go. There's another gift card holder. Hi, Leslie. Minnesota. Awesome. Are you getting weather like us? Or are you in the balmy part? So there you go. There is another gift card holder idea. All right. Let me see. What else did I have? I had another one that I was going to do before I did the easy one. Or not the easy one. The fancy one. Which one was it? Oh, it was that one. Okay. That one will be easy. She says. So these are all ones I have not done before. So I know sometimes you guys watch me and they're like, oh, this is the same thing she did last year. This year I'm not. I'm doing something different. All right, let me see what paper I have in here that I want to use. I'm going to use this plaid. I love this plaid. I wish the whole pack was this plaid. Clean up some of my pieces. All right, so this I need, okay, I've done a green one and I've done a red one. I think it means that I need to do a crumb cake with this one. What do you think? I love crumb cake. Crumb cake in red to me is just like, just yummy. Okay. Put that aside. So we're going to start with a full piece of paper and we're going to cut a card base out of it. Just half a card base though. So we're going to go 5.5 by 4.25. All right. And then we're going to put this one aside. We'll keep that out just in case we decide we need it. Then this one, we need, I'm mathing. I need 8.5. Okay, I got that. That's pretty cool. All right, 8.5 by, what did we say for the card? Plus, we're going to go 3. We're going to go 3 wide. 3, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. 4. All right. Then with our plaid, we're going to go 4, 4. I wanted this big. I wanted a big red stripe in it. 4 by 5 1/4. I know. Laugh at me. Just go ahead and laugh at me. And then that's going to go on here. And then I need a different one for the front of this. What should we pick? I wish they'd made a whole sheet of this. I love that. Love, love, love that one. What's on the back of? That's the green plaid. All right, let me see. Let me think. What did I do with my piece of the green plaid? Did I get lucky? Look, it's a piece of my green plaid. I could do that one at the top and just take one more from the other one. And I could have my plaid. Plaid and plaid. Yeah. It will be crazy plaid day. All right. There's that one. And there's that. Okay, I got one piece of plaid that I really, really like. And now we're going to get the other piece of plaid that I really, really like. And we're going to put them together and pretend like they belong together. Ooh. That was a little not close enough. And I'll have to trim it down so it will fit on here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it was like it was meant to be. All right, I'm going to trim these just a smidgen, like a 1/4 of an inch, so I can get that border that I like around the edge. Oh, this is wonderful. Just the way I wanted it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, what else can we put on here? I think we're going to use another one of those. Nope, we'll use some of the punch outs. Like I said, I'm trying to keep these relatively easy, except for the last one. The last one's worth it, though. Believe me, the last one is so worth it. It's a fancy one. And if you sign up for my emails, I will give it as a tutorial next week. I usually try to send my weekly email out on Tuesdays, so make sure you're signed up by Tuesday. All right, we're going to fold this in half. This is going to go on here. Ooh, somebody did not line that up very well. Now, I could have chopped the ends off. That would have worked, but I didn't, so here we are. All right, we're going to put this on and this on. Do they match better? Oh, look at that. They match almost perfectly. Almost. Not quite. Close. All right, I'm going to put that there and put that there. Is it too much of the same color? I don't think so. Like I said, I love this crumb cake. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to do this. I can do the tape runner one-handed. Okay. I got one down. Woohoo! And there is the second one. I think it kind of looks like it's matched up, right? Okay. And then we are going to use, I think, something white. I need a white circle. That might be too big. A white. That might be too much. I'm just using up what I have in here. I also have all the punches on standby. All the ones that are still current. I went through and found all the current ones. How about another brown one? That's kind of big, but I kind of like it. And what are we going to use? We'll grab something out of this. I think we'll use, like I said, this paper will be back in stock on Monday if you really like it. Ooh, that poor little guy got dinged up. Is it candy cane? Poinsettia? I don't know which way to go. All these choices. I could do presents. Let's see what, that's too many patterns for my little world. I could do a wreath. What do you think? Oh, well, that's upside down. I'm glad we saw that. Is the wreath it? Or is the crumb cake too big? Or is the crumb cake even necessary? Ooh, that hurts my eyes. What about that plaid? Ooh, is that one already taken? I know, isn't this fun? I love all this. Nope, that hurts my eyes too. Maybe a smaller circle. And then the wreath. I don't know. So we're going to try smaller circle. Like I said, I have all the punches on standby. I don't think that's going to be much smaller. We'll go with this size. Is that too small? That's too small. So it's got to be between 1 7/8 and 2 3/8. How about the 2-inch punch? And grab a piece of crumb cake. I know you're getting 4 projects tonight. Aren't you lucky? Do you feel lucky? I think that punch needs a little grease. It's old. It's not from the latest release. It was from one before. Well, that didn't buy me much. So what else do I have? Oh, it's either that or the 2 3/8. Let's try the 2 3/8. I need another piece of paper out. Nope, this is going to squeeze by. See, that one was one of my newer ones. Love crumb cake. Oh, I like that better. Okay, we're going to stamp in this. I believe on that little one, there's a small Merry Christmas. Don't know if it's going to be small enough, though. Oh, look at that. It's going to be small enough. This is like itty bitty stuff. I didn't realize when I bought them that they were going to be this tiny. And I honestly haven't used them because they are so tiny. So this is good that I'm getting them out and using them before they retire. All right. I think we're just going to go with, well, the black was kind of, we're going to go with crumb cake. Since it's predominant in this, and we're going to hope it works. Scrap paper. All right, next up is the fanciest one I've ever done. Oops. Just lost my earpiece. Does the sound okay? I tell you, if it wasn't one thing tonight, it's another. Ooh, my C is very hard to see. Do I dare try that again with black? I know, I have another one over here I can use. I thought it would be better. So how good am I? Oh, actually, I kind of like that. It kind of gave it a shadow look. It wasn't what I intended, but it kind of works. A little offset. We're going with it because that's just how it works. How was your day? Yeah. Carrie says it's pretty paper. Thank you. I really like this paper. Like I said, I wish it would have had some bigger pieces of this and that, but it's been fun paper. And all of this is on the last chance list, guys. Most of this is on the last chance list, and there's quite a bit of it that's discounted. Plus, you can get free shipping today and tomorrow. And so it's a good time. It's a good time to go shopping. And you can find my link at craftwithcheryl.com and sign up for my newsletter while you're there. All right, I'm wondering if I want a piece of white. Not that. That is not white. How did I reach in the white bucket and grab the only vanilla out? I want like a buckle there. A piece of white. Maybe ribbon. I don't have white ribbon. Just looks like it needs something to break it up. About that fancy stuff. Adds a little hint of texture. Nah, I think I like the white paper best. Don't want that, or a little narrower. It's a little narrower. Okay, we're going to go that route. And that is two 7/8. Kind of a weird measurement. And I'm doing it upside down. So if I do it wrong, you'll know why. I was being lazy. I didn't want to flip the paper trimmer. I store it upside down so the blade doesn't fall out. And then we're going to put this right across the middle. And it's a little too long. All right, I'm just going to give it a little haircut. Ugh. What are your plans for the weekend? Besides dodging snowflakes if you're here. And then we're going to put this up with a little, I don't know why I keep grabbing the little dimensionals. You know what? I have some of these. They're black. May as well use them up because I usually only use black mostly at Halloween. I did use them on my Light and Wonder cards. That was cool too. So, but this, nobody will see them in there. And then I can get rid of that sheet instead of chasing these 3 little dimensionals around for till next September. All right. A Merry Christmas there. And we have a piece of this paper still. And this is, I said 3 inches. So we're going to cut this at 3 inches. Maybe a smidgen smaller. Like very much a smidgen smaller. And then we're going to put tear and tape around it. And then we're going to make the fun, the finale card that you're going to want to stick around for. I did 4 tonight. That's why we're going long. I did 4. And I showed you two other bonus ones. So it's a full night of crafting. And I can go long because I don't have grandkids tonight like I was supposed to. That's why we had the earlier time. Do you like the earlier time? Do you prefer 7 or 5? It's 7 and 5 Mountain Time. I didn't know if 5 was good because people are getting off work, but most of my regulars are on tonight. So what do you prefer, 5 or 7? Earlier or later? All right, so this piece is going to go inside here and kind of toward the bottom. But we don't want any hangy offies. And then we have a gift card will fit right in there. And we're going to use this circle that we punched out. And we're going to use the to from again. Ugh. Boy, that is juicy. Oh, I know what it is. I found a bottle up on my shelf that had like 3 drops of Memento ink in it. And so I added it. It seemed like a good idea at the time. So maybe we will fit a little tree. It looks naked. And my garden green is easy to get. Oh, isn't that the cutest tree? And then it came with these cute little punches. We could punch that little tree out. I know. This is on the last chance list. I thought of giving it to my daughter when I'm done. When I was a teacher, I always liked the little punches. Kids always liked them for different things. All right, then we're just going to pop this in. Cover up that icky, messy to from. And I would have just stamped on here, but it's too bulky because of my stuff on the other side. So there we have the to from. Merry Christmas. It looks like it needs a little bit more. We're going to add it to our card base. Use a strong adhesive. Line it up. See, so much for seeing that red. That pretty red stripe. I'm going to do math here. 4. So if I want 5, that's about right. I know, I used my grid. That's all I was doing is math. It's crooked. But like I said, if you use the Stampin' Seal Plus, you can pull it up. I've got lines to follow. Why am I playing the game. It's crooked. Now it's really off center. All right. I am struggling with this. All right. Where's my half? 2, 4, 7. Oh, line it up with this red. Oh, that works. There's my card. You like early. Light as you end up working most days. 5 o'clock works great. Going to 6-hour continuing education class for daycare. Shirley has to work. Oh, yes, red would have worked back there too. Oh, well. I'm not sure I like all the different plaids together, but it's the idea. You can use your own products and make this fun, easy. Gift card. All right. So the next one is, it's more detailed. And if you sign up for my emails, you'll get it in the next newsletter. So while I was in Las Vegas, a friend of mine's friend, so one of my roommate's friends, she usually invites us to do things with her. And she brought these craft kits. And so we did these with her, and they are fun. I'm going to do it using different products, and then I'll show you the one we did with her also. So I need, what kind of paper am I going to use? Because I need to pick out a color, right? I might use this fancy paper. Oh, no, I know what paper I'm going to use. I missed one of my Christmas papers. I missed the one that's got the mail people on it. There we go. Okay. We're going to use this one. So I need to know what paper I want to use. Oh, this has got punch outs too. That'll be perfect. So we're going to use the one that's got all the presents on it. All right. That's where we're going off of. So we need to pick a color. And it's Christmas, so I don't want to use blue. What's this? What's this red? Poppy Parade? I think we're going to use Poppy Parade. It's another red, but it'll work. All right. Oh, I'm dropping my good stuff. Okay. All right. Poppy Parade. And I got, like I said, I got all my reds, all my greens, everything I needed. So they were right handy. All right. Poppy Parade. There's that one. And I think I'm going to need another one also. I am. Ooh, that one's got watermelon seeds on it. So maybe I'll use that one. No, I won't. Scratch that. I need 2 pieces. Don't be trying to be creative when you're following a recipe, Cheryl. All right, I don't know. How about if we split the difference? Would 6 o'clock work? All right, so I need an 8 by 9 inch piece of paper. So this is going to have to be the 9. And this is going to have to be the 8. There we go. So we have an 8 by 9 inch piece of paper. And then we also need a 5 by 8.5. Five by 8.5. All right. I think I've got all that. All right. Now I have a lot of scoring to do. So I am pulling out the scoreboard. and it's kind of wobbly. Oh, there we go. Okay. I have not used this for a while. Actually, I have used it, but it had been a long time before that. So I'm going to score on all 4 sides at, can you see up in this corner? Okay, good. All right, I'm going to score at all 4 sides at a 1/4, a 1/2, 3/4, and 1. Are you ready for that? Let me grab my stylus, and I hope it drives carefully tonight. A 1/4, 1/2. Oh, it drove off the edge. Hopefully that's not one of the pretty tabs. Ah! 3/4. And 1. She had all this scored for us. God bless her. Anyway, her name is Debbie McNeil, and she's also a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And she just brought stuff. My friend is on her team. That was one of the reasons why. If I use the other ball, the other end, in half. And she brought this, and we get together with her whenever we see her. And she just spoils us. But it was nice because with all the hullabaloo at the casino and the hotel and everything, they had an Airbnb, and we just got to go hang out with them. All right, I'm taking a break for 2 seconds. My watch has decided to die, and I am going to plug it in very fast because I am. There we go. In case there was an emergency and there was no power later, I would just as soon. And I don't need it right now. So. Ah! So yeah, we went and made crafty projects at an Airbnb instead. It was awesome. I hope I'm doing this right. I hope I'm doing this right. My directions look right. It just looks bigger than I was remembering. And yes, I have done this. I just haven't done the scoring yet. So this isn't just a wild thing that I'm pulling off. Ta-da! I think I got my 9 by 8. Just looks so much bigger. This is what it's supposed to look like. Does it look like it's going to turn out that big? Oh, I think we scored wrong. That's my problem. All right, take 2. This is scored at, these are scored at halves, not quarters. Okay, that's the problem. All right, take 2. We're going to score at half, 1, 1.5, 2. So I need to do a 1.5 and 2. It's going to give us a unique design, and that's okay. All right, so we want to score at half, 1, 1.5, and 2. I knew something felt wrong, but I'm following the directions. But that's okay. So this is going to be a 1/2 inch away from the edge, 1 inch away from the edge, 1.5 inches away from the edge, and So now you've seen the finished product briefly. We're on the right track. Okay. So I can put this aside. I don't need this anymore. But I do miss it. I'm going to have to get it out more often. So this is what we have. Ignore the extra lines over here. We're going to do something different with those. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to use a Sharpie of some sort. I'm not going to. Okay, we're going to cut in a little here. And then we're going to cut over here. This is going to make our mitered corners. And then there, and there, and all the way across there. Okay? Same thing here. I'm not going to turn it. So this is going to go here, here. This goes to the next joint, and this goes here. Like I said, I will send you this tutorial. If you like it, be on my email list. All right, this one is going to be here, notch, here, notch. And this is so you can get the mitered corners. You could do this with just not doing the notches, and I know I didn't finish that other side. Just give me a second. There. Okay. This part is the part that we are cutting off. We're also going to notch this just a little bit and this just a little bit. So if I were doing this without you, I would not be marking it on my paper in black. All right. So this is the part that we are cutting out. All right. And here we go. Here goes nothing. Snip. So these extra lines shouldn't be here, but they're not going to affect what it looks like in the end. So I'm glad we caught it. I'm going to miter that one, or not miter it, just cut in. Okay. And go straight. And there. There. Cut in a little there. Just so you don't have to play with those corners in case they don't match up perfectly. All right. Right there to that joint, intersection, whatever you want to call it. Gotta go watch the rodeo when we're done. Our girl Lisa hasn't had her best year, but she's doing her best. This is her 19th NFR. She went to high school with my husband. And then we have lots of cattle and horses and bulls that are in there that are from around here too. It's getting kind of fun. All right. These are trash. All right. This is what we have now. We have to be careful to fold on the half. And the one. We're just going to burnish all of them. Crease all of them, I should say. I want to skip those unnecessary ones, but that's okay. They're going to be on the inside anyway. They'll look like funky details. This is the only one we'll see. It'll look like some fun little detail. So you're curling them all toward the center. I have seen this kind of thing done before, and I had never done it myself. So I was excited when she pulled this out of her stash for us to do. It was so fun just to sit around. We ordered pizza, and it was just a nice break from all the hullabaloo of the conference and the lights, and it was just nice. Just a nice evening. And there I am with all of that. Okay. Now, I'm going to put tear and tape along the angled edges and corners. Okay. Of the long sides, my tear and tape. All right. The way she has it, I'm going to put a, uh-oh. That'll be fine. My miters will be different. She had me do it the other way. I had my paper go in the wrong direction. Oh, well, it'll all work out. Trust me. Right? You don't have to put these pieces in, but we're going to. Okay. All right. And then I'm doing this a little backwards than she did, but that's because I did it wrong. But it should be fine. It should be fine. Going long tonight. Hope it's worth it. I wouldn't have been able to go this long if I had had the kids coming. But I love this box. Love, love, love this box. All right, so then you pull the tear and tape off. Come on, tear and tape. Take the tear and tape wrapper off. And it's just being funky. All right, and then we're going to roll this and smush it. Okay. Watch that again. Pull the tear and tape off. And you can put this all in one section. You don't have to do two sections like I did. And then these are for the corners that we're going to tuck in later. This piece is kind of a little Debbie McNeil secret. You put those there, and then you just roll it. So this is going to line up with that score line right there. Right there, and then you just roll it in. Okay. And yes, this is a gift card. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I did that when I did it with her too. Okay. I forgot about the inside tape. You want the little tubes. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to put just a little, we're going to put a little tear and tape on here, but not all the way to the end. And we're going to roll it. And we're going to tuck it into our tube. And then push it into those corners. Come on. You can do it. Sure. Live video, and it's going to be a pain. I didn't miter my corners enough. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I needed to miter my corners more. So I'm going to tuck those in. We might just do the magic of television. I needed to go over a little bit more when I trimmed these. So this needed to be a 1/2 inch over too. So let's see. We're going to get rid of these. So what I need to do is to come in over half. I need to go over further. So that was my problem. I didn't come over far enough. So we're going to take another 1/4 inch. Yeah, I'll have the directions better for you. But I thought I had the right directions and they didn't work out. So we'll call it that. But you're going to love it when you see it. Like I said, we might do the magic of television here in a second. Okay, ta-da! So this is going to go over a little bit more. And all right, now it should work. A little bit more of a haircut than I needed, than I thought. Okay, those roll. Those roll. Those roll and tuck. Ta-da! This one rolls and tucks. Ta-da! That's what we were going for right there. A little. Oh, I didn't put any glue down. That was my problem. Just going to grab this glue. Thank you for your patience. If you're still there, I still have some people, some eyeballs are still out there. All right. There. Okay. Oh. This needs to be back just a little bit more. You just kind of have to play with it until it's squarish. It's like a wider bottom. There you go. Oh, now we have this one. Let me grab my scraps out of here. Then we're going to take we're going to do this. Add that. I'm going to put a score line right. I'm losing my earpiece again. So you're going to want a score line at 4. I'm going to do 4.5. I should have started with this project. No, I wanted it to be the grand finale. 4 and 4.5. And while I have this, then we're going to do this paper. As long as I have the trimmer out, we're on the home stretch now, people. This is kind of directional. So we want this to be 3 3/4. This is is why we use the bottom of our trimmer sometimes. 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Might have to give it a haircut. Is that going to fit on there? Ta-da! Okay, we're on a roll now. We're doing good. So we're going to score, fold. Where's my little box? And glue. And it will fit a gift card, which is our whole intended purpose today, wasn't it? All right. If we get everything kind of sized up in there. And then this piece fits on top. That's where the gift card goes. Found a different one. And it's got a little wiggle room, but that's okay. You can put some funfetti or whatever. Funfetti. Yeah, that's shreddy. And you can put your Merry Christmas inside here. Apparently it didn't want to stay connected. That must mean it's tired. So I put Merry Christmas in there, and I can put to from, or I can just put Merry Christmas and have whoever sign it. And we were going to use some of this paper. This paper had some cutouts also, but I didn't use much of this paper at all. So I know it's got a dog. I want to find the dog. Daisy likes the snow, by the way. She's a very tired girl at the end of the day when she's out playing in the snow. She's kind of naughty with the cats, though. So if you have any tricks to have her be nice to the cat, let me know. So this might be, it'd have to be a dog lover's box. There we can put the dog lover on it. And maybe we'll find something other than that. We'll put a little circle or a square. We'll put a square because it kind of goes with the mail. We could put maybe not a square, maybe a rectangle. How about a postage? That's too big though. We do have those postage dies though. How about a stamp? There, I like that. These are those perennial postage dies. Oh, that gets popped out of there. And we're going to stamp in Petunia Pop if I can find it. I have 2 of them. Oh, and they're all the way to the bottom. We're going to cheat and use real red. Hope it works. Or you know what? I know the green would work, right? I've had the green out. So we have Merry Christmas on the inside. And we're going to put sending a little cheer in green. And then I'll show you all of the projects all together. And we're going to call it a night. All right, sending a little cheer, and we're going to put the dog next to it. I got my tape. All right, this is going to go on with some dimensionals. And I thought a postage stamp shape would be good. Straight would be good. And then we'll put the pup there. Put dimensionals on the pup. And we'll put a little glue at the top. My husband's going to wonder what happened to me. I'm usually not this long. It's been a long time since I've been this long on a video. Sending a little cheer. There you go. There's a quick gift card. It would have been better if I wouldn't have had so many issues, but. And you can make a little flap. Let me show you how to make a little flap. So here's the gift card in there. Oh, found yet another one. That's a casino card. Must have been from one of my Stampin' Up trips. So we're going to tuck that in. And we're going to wrap this around. And we're just going to add some tape right there. Put it back in. I left some room for it to tuck under and then wrap it around. And then it will stay closed. And all you have to do is just pull the little flap. All right. Oh, okay. That was stressful, but it's done and it's cute. All right. So there's that one. And we could put some bling on it. Maybe we will do some Christmas cheer with some peppermints. Because, you know, why not? You can add some peppermints on it. And fill in this top up here with some peppermints. All right, that is the grand finale. I will have that tutorial with the correct measurements in my next email. And everything's wonky now. And here is the one we did before that. I didn't even get any embellishments on that one. Maybe I'll have to put a few on it. What do I have? Oh, these will be, oh, these are the new Pearls of Beauty. But what I like about it is they have crumb cake. And I have been just in love with this crumb cake today. So we're going to put one there. Put one there. And one there. So there you have that one. And I'm going to have a mess and I have to clean up when I'm done here. But what else is new? Then I made this one with you. And I made this one with you. And we were going to put the gift card back in there so you could see how that worked. There you have it. And then this is the one that pulls if you're joining us late. It just pulls right on out. Okay? Phew. That was a lot. But I hope you enjoyed it and got some new ideas for gift card holders, just in case you need some gift card holders for your holiday season. I am planning to be here next week with another class. I don't know if it'll be Christmas. Who knows? Actually, I think I know what it is. I don't think it's going to be Christmas, but it is from the Christmas catalog. So, or the holiday, the September. September, December, that's all. Lots of it is on the last chance list. So go enjoy free shipping and have a wonderful weekend. And I'm going to go try to stay warm and out of the snow. So go sign up for my email if you're not a part of my newsletter yet, my email, and it's right above me. The QR code is right there, or it's craftwithcheryl.com. So I hope to see you next week and stay warm and Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.